Blood for the blood gods, calls for the throne of corn, more blood, more death, more glorious carnage. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today was leg day, and so we started a leg day off with beltless squats. I wanted to mess around without using both the box, and I wanted to get over to doing a little more beltless training. So let's get in and do it. So here's the thing, guys. Look, I got my shorts on. I still have some loose skin from being overweight before. It's been slowly tightening up, but there it is. It's just going to be there. It's a badge of honor. I lost around 140, 150 pounds at one point, but I do feel like it's improved. It's definitely improved. So I'm just going to keep chipping away at the body fat and build my abs up more. And I think we'll be in a good place. So I'm going to see what it does again over the next few weeks. As we work on just recomposition a little bit, lean gains, being a little fuller, more carbs. Because if anything, I feel like it's gotten a little tighter with that. And as soon as this cold weather is gone, because it was still in the 30s Fahrenheit while I did this. But I'm like, let's just do beltless squats. So these felt pretty good. So I went ahead and did like a 410, then I went up to 460. It actually moved really well. I almost did another jump, but I'm like, you know what? I can take my time with this. I don't need to get in a hurry. I want to make sure these are good reps. If they look good, I want them to be training maxes. So if they're 90 to 95%, we're good. I felt like today I could have easily gone up another 20, 25 pounds on this. You guys can see from the way it moved pretty fast. It wasn't a grinder, but I don't want these to be grinders. So here's the thing. If we're going to do beltless, I got to get used to the no belt. I need to keep working on getting my core stronger, right? Definitely below depth. Nice, good, deep squat. 460, it moved really well. That looked like a second attempt at a meet. So what's my strategy going to be here? I like doing a lot of just the raw stuff, just like, I took the belt and rip straps off for the bench press today. I'm thinking next week, I might even try beltless deadlifts. And let's just ramp up the beltless squatting and then build the holy heck out of my quads, right? Build my quads, build my abs. Because here's the thing. I feel like 500 without a belt, easily doable. I'm predicting a couple weeks, right? So I'm thinking we'll see how it goes over the next couple weeks. Like I said, I did the box squats. You guys watched me ramp the box squats up. I ramped all the way to 505. I went, whatever, 460, 470 or something, then got to 500, then 505. Then I did the cambered bar, did 495, then 500 again with that bar. And I'm like, okay, let's rotate over and just do some beltless work. And I might rotate bars a little bit. And here's the thing. If I can get my beltless squats completely raw, I'm talking just a pair of shorts. Let's get it up to 500 plus now. Okay? Why does that matter? Because that's a different game. Everyone who's worn equipment knows you get something out of it. So again, I get up to 500 plus. And then if I do decide to get on the platform, throw on some knee sleeves, throw on a belt, and you guys see where I'm going? It gets real easy real quick. So I think for me, let's just do the hard stuff. I want to do the harder variations because those are legit. I mean, no one can argue, you didn't lift that, you had on sleeves, you had on a belt. And people want to argue about sleeves as if they don't get much out of it. Just like when I've seen people say, oh, the elbow sleeves are not good. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever, guys. That's nonsense. Everyone who's worn this stuff knows it. They're not to keep your joints warm. They let you lift more weight. So I'm like, let's just build the quads after. So I'm like, let's get some serious quad volume in. So after the squat, which by the way, I felt all quads. My quads are absolutely the limit on those beltless squats. There was no doubt in my mind as to which muscle was really doing the work there. Hey, there was no doubt in my mind. It was all quads. But it makes sense because, again, we have to keep a certain positioning with that beltless squat, certain tightness. And because I went below depth, I'm not doing a crazy wide stance. It's a moderately wide stance. Yeah, it was quad. So I've just got to bring them quads up, guys. So I did my normal work with the belt squat, trying to sink those deep. So my goal on the belt squat is to get well below depth. And I'm like, let's break out the sissy squats. Now that my quads are fatigued, is fresh, these things are too easy. I'm like, let's just work up on these sissy squats. Nice control, quality work sets. Okay. These bring a lot to the table. It's a good exercise. I got this device a while back because I know it brings a lot to the table. But now that I'm going to bring the quads back up too, which again is going to help with body recomposition. Bigger quads, bigger calves equals more energy turnover. Okay, means metabolic rate's going to go up, TDE is going to go up. So I'm going to blow the quads and the calves up. I mean, let's just bodybuild, guys. Let's just get everything as big as possible. Let's not worry about the other stuff. Obviously, things like arms need a priority. Okay. I feel almost like pecs and biceps probably need the biggest priority. So again, I'm going to have a separate bicep day. It's going to be tomorrow. We're going to always end the week now, I think, with just a bicep day. Come in, train the biceps into the ground. But we need everything to get bigger. Quit worrying about certain proportions. Let's just get jacked. We need big biceps. We need big quads. We need big everything, guys. Let's just get big. Not even worry about nonsense like a small waist or any of that. I'm like, well, who cares, man? Let's just get, if you get big enough, it doesn't matter. And I think people are confusing that whole bubble gut thing, but I don't use insulin or any of that. I don't use any of that. So I'm not worried about that happening. That wasn't an issue with the golden era guys. So let's do ab work or whatever. It's fine. I feel like if anything, building my abdominal wall as I get leaner will probably help the loose skin more. Probably help it, if anything. So let's just build it all up. So again, I need strong abs if I'm going to have a big beltless squat. But I'm liking the idea of more and more just raw training. Just more raw training, man. Just you, and I mean, I'm putting some socks and stuff on here. A pair of shorts, guys. Shorts and chalk, right? A little bit of liquid grip, a little bit of chalk. Occasionally put socks or shoes on if you need to. You know, but let's just get in and train. It's just me and the weights, guys. Me and the weights. You know? Just train raw, right? Train raw. I like the philosophy with that. And I feel like, you know, a lot of times with people, they're like, well, you know, it's injury prevention. But is it really? I don't feel that it is, guys. I don't believe in any of that nonsense that elbow sleeves and knee sleeves help with injuries or keeping warm. That's BS. It's a code, guys. It's not true. It's not true. Watch what you guys see me doing without sleeves all the time. Do you see me complaining ever that my knees hurt? 48, my knees don't hurt. Okay? But I also don't do a bunch of weighted running. I don't do silly stuff that would beat my joints up. These sissy squats, though, felt nauseating. I felt like I was going to puke during these. And I know I could probably get more reps in these. But I'm like, let's just keep them slow control. Let's not try to bang through reps to get a high rep count. Let's just get a solid burn, get that deep range of motion, get that stretch, work those quads. Because here's the thing. I did a heavy squat first. My quads are lit up. I did pretty well within about a rep from failure on the belt squats. So as long as that's pretty close to failure, we're good. A lot of the leg extensions I did take to failure at the end. We're just chasing a good training stimulus. There we guys see, there I am in the light. You know, the legs are looking thick, but that lighting, you know, I mean, I'm a little pale still, so when I get in that sunlight, any definition kind of goes away. But I'm like, man, I look big. I look thick there, so I'll take it. Legs look thick. So then I did leg extensions here pretty much right at to failure. Most of them are failure. They burned like hell. It was something around 18 to 20 reps for most of it, somewhere in that range. There's a point where you're just like, let me just try to get good reps and squeeze the hell out of it and not even count reps anymore. And then I supersetted that with 3 sets of the calf raises. The first set was a little cattywampus. I'm not used to doing them without a belt. I'm like, let's take the belt off. Let's just take the belt off. You know, and that's the other thing too. I have had someone accuse me, oh, you only wear the belt because of the loose skin. And it's like, well, just take the belt off then, guys. All right. I wear it because I want to reduce maybe the axial load. But there's nothing to be ashamed of. Guys, it's a badge of honor. I lost 150 pounds in the past. That is a hard feat. And if I lose more fat, that's all going to tighten up. You can tell there's still just fat in there. It's just disproportionate. Because when you have loose skin, you're going to have more of your fat in the loose skin area. It's just going to leave you a little disproportionate until you get leaner. But the same thing there. I'm obviously a little fuller right now with what I'm eating. But I still got veins running through the legs, so I'll take that. We'll take that. So leg extensions, and again, I did a little bit of quad shots. You see where the quads are there. But I do feel like once I get a little bit adapted, this weather changes, and I keep doing the fasted cardio, I feel like all that waist will start tightening up real fast, in spite of focusing on lean gains. Keeping in mind, my training volumes right now are way higher than they were before. Okay, I used all that conditioning in the past to do what? Build work capacity. I increased training days. I went 4 days into 5 days into 6 days and then cut the cardio. All right, now I'm adding the cardio back in slowly, the fasted cardio. So fasted training, fasted cardio, eat clean, eat lots of protein, keep a really balanced, healthy diet. Okay, plenty of carbs, plenty of healthy fats, lots of vegetables. All right, high quality protein. So I eat dairy, meat, and eggs every single day. Those are every day. So again, I'm like, let's get all these high quality proteins in. All right, make sure that we get plenty of healthy protein. Let's put on some lean gains, and then I think I'll recomp a little doing this. I think I'll recomp a little, and then as the summer gets a little closer, if I need to rip down a little more, we'll diet down, tighten up. But I don't think that I need to get super peeled. I do need to be leaner than I am now, right? But I think for an appealing thing, I don't think the general population really expects anybody to be shredded. And I don't want to try to get to a body fat that I can't maintain. That's another big deal for me. I'm trying to keep what I do real here. I'm trying to have no illusions. We're not using Photoshop. I don't have trick lighting, right? I don't have let's peek to have myself shirtless like these other people, guys. I'm just going to keep it real. Real is what it is. This is just what I'm going to look like day to day as we go. Because that's really what people want. Everyone sells them an illusion. Everyone sells them an illusion, but that's not real, is it? So where are we at with this? So I feel like good numbers to get to even beltless right now. I'd like to get the squat to 500 beltless short term. I'd like to get that deadlift to 600 beltless. You know, let's just do some raw training. The goal is still a 550 squat this year, but that can be all belted up and everything if I need to. Right? I just need it to be meat legal. I just need it to be meat legal. So if I need to throw on a belt or sleeves or whatever, we'll do that. But first short-term goal, now that we've hit 505 on a box, let's get up to a 500 without a belt. Let's get to 500 without a belt, which I'm real close now. That 460 moved really super easy. So we'll work on it. Let's get there. All right, I feel like it's a good short term. Then we'll take it up from there. But yeah, my quads are lit today from all this. They're a little crampy right now, actually, because then I did the fasted cardio after this, which I've vlogged for you guys between the two platforms. So what do we end up with on the leg extension? 6 total sets of around 18 to 20 approximately, right? So the other stuff was deep stretch. I can't get the deep stretch on this particular setup having the reverse hyper, and that's okay. The main thing is just getting that pump and that burn in the quads after all that stretch stuff. Because the sissy squats were a deep stretch. The belt squats were a deep stretch. So we build that lengthened position there, and then this is just to just put meat on the quads. And no, I don't believe that lengthened positions are superior. I mean, keeping in mind the same evidence-based crew for years pushed contracted position, shortened position is the everything. Remember that? With all the EMG studies, they go back and forth. You know what? I think we can benefit from all of it. I don't think there is a superior position for hypertrophy. I think we should probably hit everything from a couple different angles and push it hard, progressive overload, decent amount of volume, hard sets. There's your key. Work the different angles, and that's what I'll do then with the quads. Let's work a few different angles like we're doing the other muscles, bring those up, and of course then I finished up with a set of hanging leg raises. But overall, I'm pretty happy with today's workout. Went exactly how I was hoping it would go. The 460 was actually really easy, almost to the point where I planned to do just 460 and quit. I almost went up. Like, you know what, let's just play it conservative. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.